the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Ebusanfo yedaswara ewo John Dramani Mahama eye ne comment I will make here e de efa eye galamsey fight betre eye the declaration of state of emergency ewa brekwan a wonya encounter with the media. Na in fact John Dramani Mahama ama enimu ada ho pefe dia kire oman ne say e ba ne say we declare state of emergency the last option. So it means John Dramani Mahama is telling Ghanaians say onye ready so be declare state of emergency ne e declare in China e de afa eye galamsey fight na eho. Na ene late Professor Nsem-Pii Atamils onyame enfa ne kra NCA yenye ni twa se wono e da na John Dramani Mahama eye the vice president. Na in fact ono ankasa ne brother eye Cadman Atamils aba abonten ana no so abetutu bi dia mane John Dramani Mahama say e ba ne so mu nyina mu ye NDC for na so ensem dia John Dramani Mahama de na no kan ye in opposition ene ebra no mu ye campaign na ne ye de aba no ahye no nsem ana say de o man na che no a o kasa ensem we na in fact odi hu ya opa o say on trading in life for John Dramani Mahama CD recovery na o kan ho asem no John Dramani Mahama during the encounter with the media no amoyati say gold board and a strengthen the CD no enti gold board for no ebisa say he fa no munya o ma ho de no so fira was say gold board for enya nyina no efi illegal miners. So it means galamsey no play role in John Dramani Mahama the second term and the last term emu enunti why na say on declare state of emergency on fight galamsey no. In fact John Dramani Mahama amo man no yensa form said you moke kan sembi in opposition edi tia na nado dan kokufu ado a wono na nado dan kokufu ado crampo edru mrebi or the ne presidency to so say mpo e ban so na konya beto so a obe fight against galamsey and ordinary konya ato so and a result in 2020 elections ni galamsey communities ni nyina MPP elusu ni nyina. In fact we chere na nado dan kokufu ado fight galamsey and then John Dramani Mahama ensema wakani. In fact empanifo ka ensema Cadman Atamils edi etuda chere John Dramani Mahama
a supply district bebre be say ensio senson mensi mako be enson enenya ensu a omonom no pipeline water no efiri adwumako water treatment plant no emu now no be catch or ha say ya shutting it down because of galamsey activities in tea. Now weekendi oman pen dada John Evans Atamils ono ne fa John Mahama serani meet emene John Mahama ebe vice president no abe president yi ni nua Cadnamils ohu adwumako water treatment plant no said ya ye ni ensu ekom ni said ya river yensu ewo central region obi anim river yensu ye co school ye kenkan river yensu akobra ankobra na ade nyina ewo book mu no ohu said ya aye no ama papa no wakasa na Eric Misramo monfa video no a papa ne hu ya okasa mo de otro ho sem no ye fa video no enchire tiefo so obehu the current state of river yensu say ensu a enum nsuo ena ye twen ede magana for enum no the state a ensuo no ewum enye ahomeka na enunti Ghana water for chere say omato plant nim because say infidie no we no enye atiyu we ye ateche ena ekwa afidie nim ena say infidie no na Cadnamils ehu insuo no ni water treatment plant na ene the ministers the DC for na appointees ena omutu galamsey na nunti na kufuado entimi nko galamsey no na ono de oba obetu galamsey na asem ene yenim for a fact enyantro say NDC constituency chairman, NDC regional chairman, NDC MP, any NDC national executive. In fact, the national executive simple there. Omampani Mahama Noah Junior Attorney General and a trocata Kokoma Yoko Force investigating national officers said they are involved in galamsey. So and the galamsey drew NDC headquarters ewa dabraka. And the Ghana for a nyansu num. Eti se ne uye kuyani na sa udo ewo kwa nyako ni mpote mwa sadia ayensu aye se ube dua no baya na ube hia ensuo e de spray wafu a ayi se wo sensuo no di fifie edema abobo ya etueska ema odi kwa afuom anse no atimi di nsuo agu no bae so eno ne ade asisi Ghana for yetim na ne ya ne say Mampani Mahama doesn't see the danger at hand. In fact he is sacrificing the lives of Ghanaians for gold or in his mind no or the very recover the economy. Me say obre yakoko tie Mampani Mahama mebo be 3 videos e dey atwa no pay. Ne di kan mebo Mampani John Dramani Mahama in opposition. In some kafa Akufo-Addo aban ho ene ne nti ofo Akufo-Addo aban timi enko galamsey. Mebo okujeto ablakwa enso so a video e dey atwa. Me wi anu ma boss am je mfidie dey atwa. Na bisa ho say and some of can on Sabrino, does it apply now? Because a NDC for and a galamsey. How dare you say we MPP near Ube Kurium so good to you can't even dare send people ni Ube Urakwaimu and the forest reserve in the Dahono. A NDC for the gum. Our Mutuska call a mining. Yekotie Yera John Dramani Mahama in opposition. Ye we are Yakuja Black Ababa. There is some feedback. If questions Mampani Mahama.
If we were in some other jurisdiction, he would have resigned by now. By his word, he put his presidency on the line. Because now his own people have been found to be the ones engaged. All their party executives have, concessions and are doing illegal mining in forest reserves. It's a pity. But it's close to home. And that's why he can't deal with it. If you go to the districts, they talk about community mining. Community mining is the MPP party executives and the DCAs who are doing the community mining. And so they are the ones doing what they're doing. And so how can you expect him to fight, galamsey when his own people are involved in it?
The president lacks the political will to do this?
He does. It does. It makes very nice, verbiage when you talk about it and you express a will to do something with. Action speaks louder than words. Our river bodies are still the coffee color that they were. Maybe they were Milo before. They are looking like coffee now, getting darker. And they all know who are doing it. The champagne machines are there. It's not something that you can put in a handbag and walk and go and do it here. They put it there. And so how come you can't find the champagne machines, that are washing all that mud into the river bodies? So I think he's failed when it comes to.
All right. So where Yera Mahama, yekotie okujeto ablakwa, abriana NDC for launch your manifesto. In summer oka edifa galamsey ho yekotie no susumra.
Manifesto also is proposal to ruthlessly end the menace of galamsey, which poses an existential threat. As we speak, Ghana Water Limited have put out statements that at this rate, in the next few years, we'll have to import water. They say the Prime River is gone. The turbidity levels are at a level that does not even allow them to treat waters. So as we speak, Central Western region, parts of Greater Accra, water crisis. Only the NDC manifesto is pledging a ruthless combating of this menace, which poses an existential threat. Clearly, when you listen to the Western Regional Minister, you listen to MPP parliamentary candidates and MPP stalwarts, their regional chairman and all of that. They are complicit. They are neck deep. And I listened to Mr. Erastus Donko this morning, and he said that, look, it is the ruling party officials who have just made this fight worthless and useless because they are complicit. They are the real people who are behind the galamsey menace. You need a new government that will come and confront this menace because it doesn't make sense. A whole government with a national security apparatus. You have DISEX, MISEX, RECSEX, all the security councils, DCs, regional ministers, police commanders, NIB officials, national security operatives, and all of them are saying that they are helpless because of unarmed Ghanaians. Even if they are armed, can they match the billions that we approve in Parliament every year for national security? And see where we are. See where we are. Look at how our river bodies are looking. Apart from the Volta River, all our rivers are gone because of Galamsey. A deceptive president who told us that he was putting his presidency on the line. Apparently, nothing was put on there. There was even no line.
All right, so we Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, a great propagandist. Abraham in this world position. No more part 2024 manifesto ho entuma. Then we listen to Sammy Jenfi, who is also a propagandist. In fact, he was leading the propaganda front for the NDC on the issue of Galamsey. Now, in Koti, Sammy Jenfi so edituja.
Going on is not the normal Galamsey phenomenon we've known all these years. Galamsey has been with us for decades, but it's been at a very small scale level where you have a few individuals engaging in that. This time around, you have duty bearers, government officials, those with the money to buy many excavators and all that, themselves doing the illegal mining. And that is why the problem cannot be solved so long as Bawumia, Akufo-Addo and the NPP continue to stay in office. The only way we can deal with this problem is for the people of this country to vote for change, to boot them out, because they have proven that they can't fight illegal mining. They came to enrich themselves.
All right, so where is Sammy Jenfi? Illegal mining na air cost wo Ghana no. Se Okujeto Ablakwa, se Sammy Jenfi, se Yera Mahama no amu. E de sombo mebo video mi ensa kyerɛw. And clearly no, omo nyina de sombo e gba Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia se omo enana eye Galamsey. Ena Yera Mahama wa bamu. Akufo-Addo mpo de or the presidency no eto line so. Say he is ready and prepared to sacrifice his presidency for the Galamsey fight. And indeed, the NPP paid for it during the 2020 election. NPP elusu all mining constituencies. I think a kata kwanso emupe. But Dura Mahama dear, ono Galamsey fight no. Onye na adwen se obeko. Onye na adwen. Enu ntina Professor Bopin say the fly ne wo ho a wo fan to so news card no all can say Abria na Yera Mahama ewo opposition no no mo civil society any academia for any UTAG for so mo ku demonstration equal strike there na Yera Mahama ni omo nenam I say President Mahama was with us when he was in opposition. We were all advocating for state of emergency. Now as president, he called it a last resort. In fact, we are at the point where we need to trigger the last resort, because when we say last resort, it doesn't mean it should be it doesn't mean it should not be used at all. It's a Professor Godfrey A. Bopin, University of Ghana, and Okano. Osman Peri Mahama, Abria now one position there. When we were talking about illegal mining and state of emergency, you were with us. Only nam and then the old no be president here. Afraid there was what gold board. Afraid they to gold. Gold no I 20 when he had gold because open gold and they stabilize city. It's afraid there and your man now one position and no nyina air cost here family no. Oba ba na tunu be di unsam a Ghana farmer overwhelming majority. I will bet me a declare state of emergency without any HBR. You are saying say a last resort. So maybe Yera Mahama train say Ghana for nyina be wansa and Sana will declare the state of emergency. Mr. Mahama, please, can we also say what and are you responsible for the illegal mining in Ekos Nana? Because you said say a President Akufo-Addo and in the Bushia for DC for the party for na eye. Would the idea is on record. Say party chairman, constituency chairman, regional chairman, at a point regional ministers were fighting task forces. Original or national organizer Joseph Yami Ejina Kwetia issue warning Eddie Mampeni say or command say yen dissolve galamsey task force no now and peniapa IGP task force they dissolve no. Mr. President, wo MP for a win. When two galamsey am here trying to Mr. President, can we also say galamsey no a ekoso no wo any party for any government no mo na mo ya na. A question. Say nyamu na mo ya dia anopay ya yi kwanyako water treatment plant natural. Chebi dia omatum. Baby ohono ma Ghana water fortune say and so we used to bear 400% of chemicals we used to previously and sun yetime purify insuo aba ama Ghana for annum. The question is that how purified is the purified water? Insuo na yede ba no a ye pompe chemicals ni gumu saa na ye pompe gumu ansana eni atimi atene de aba no. Insuo so e wo Ghana ni eno so resen. Da ben na Mr. Mahama ubetimi adu bosha wo share Ghana for so say ubetu galamsey ase no da ben na obesha ase because the task force ni nyina enya adwuma biom because of NDC policy position say mo pe gold na makoton e wo gold board na mo dey stabilize CD yentimi nto ma isu say nti na me isu corruption perception index no ti me the corruption perception index ne buy no ebi abehwe no index ne chese bi a 60%. Let's say 40% be on more. They don't believe in post corruption in Ghana. Are they not allowed to speak as they are not corrupt? But once a majority no, mention and be say ni percent the top Mahama. Almost 60%. That is say we say we no percentage saying and na say that would just say or per 90%, 2% na me make 2%.
We di kai ebo mampani video.
Yes.
And abo kujitwa black video. And our boss Sami Jemfi video. Akasem ni nyina ewie. Say galamsey enye. Me wani a omo jina galamsey so to about 2 MPP no. Omi amambofo to me omi amambofo dentia in the history of this country yenya president bi a fight galamsey pa en na Akufo-Addo de nabai o ma wi baale president bi en ni abre pa se odi ahoden ko galamsey a en na Akufo-Addo de nabai but at say no odwan akọ adahayie wo yie no odwan so we abere no manye bia befie omampani na Addo danko Akufo-Addo eni abra all ku galamsey no na John Mahama ni na NDC fo so no machire kan chire nipa ne se wo mo ntu aba no ma no wo mo no mo ba wo be mo kwa mo makoye galamsey and abra who semoni se yenya civil society organization wo Ghana ha yenya Christian Council wo Ghana ha yenya Peace Council wo Ghana ha yenya Muslim hwanhwane wo Ghana ha ankolo John Mahama ni na NDC to order se de mo ye ne yansamfo na munyai se abanti akonya so se okun galamsey na mo nso mo ma kire se mo ba mo be se galamsey mu kna ye nye obi ama na anye but ye nya asofo mo sere so me demonstration eti aban no ye nya ahemfo asori so me demonstration eti aban ye nya organized labor asori so me demonstration eti aban but 1 year wo mo kire kase galamsey ndie ba be ma mo aye enti mo ntu aba maye no ye nya obi ama na anye galamsey enti ayi demonstration tiawo and sabio me galamsey nam dididie e wo se nye officer ne bokro no munya na person bokro no onu se kro no okobo na nye but kakra ebedi enti oseba na hene nyom na o yes adwuma no na ye nye whole party se obebo na mana ya abase nu nkran amana koto aba man se do kan no galamsey constituencies ni nyina no 2020 mu wi ni nyina aka jama ba kon na mi bi na efese enne owura Mahama na ye president of Ghana ha efese amakofi bua enne ye lands and natural resources minister of Ghana ha efese Sami Jemfi enne ye gold board galamsey board no oye se director se CEO nsɛm a mo ka ye nyina na nyame tumi nti yɛse bibi di kan ma wo sɛ hwan ɛna ba bɛ soɛ mo ɛna de John Mahama ka kyerɛ wiase nyina sɛ o pesa oba ko school na uni sika de be ha oba ni school a utwitwo kwakro no bo a eye because say oba ko school asema John Mahama kan implication e bi no say galamsey no nye but here a gold ade stabilize ye sidi no enti be makwa ya galamsey enti obi ba apase so ko university woni ska enti wan twitwo ankobokro no na fa de ba no ko school de mampani Mahama ka kire Ghana fo no enti ene ade na enye no o might say Ghana rely on adiboni ade asiesie o man ya wurehosem. John Mahama was a failure between 2012 to 2026 and he will be a failure now because as my can say only ideas e dibu man only policies papa bia odi bebu o man no na emom ekwamboni bia be fa so benye sika na de abu man mo ye nyane saa enti na oba ye no sika kakra na nakufo ado ne Dr. Bawumia apagu ho otam ye otu $15 sidi na peke ato is forcing anyway onya sidi no bio no dollars no bio no enti yenya galamsey no ne yenkoton gold no ne yemfa me yo man yi na nsem a munyina mo kan ye yen declare state of emergency yenye we makofi bu a okochichi nani ase te se akoda ya yi ni fufuo su nam e wo TV su no ana munyamonim na egu ase no Nyankopon de bia na ado asema o kan no se nipa be ye o sei wode gina wugidie no mu na wo gina wugidie no mu a woni amoye se nyina manim begu ase ne John Mahama nim begu ase na pontis nyina o mu kaseti na ado ne Bawumia e wo galamsey hunum ne begu ase